Now it's time for a presentation of Medical Research Agency, ABM. This is a state agency responsible for research development in the field of medical sciences and health sciences. ABM is an entity whose goal is to build an innovative healthcare system. The functioning of the agency will also bring tangible benefits for patients. It will allow to assess which new medical technologies and therapeutic methods should be used to meet the needs of the society. The agency implements one of the first public subsidy programs with funding for non-commercial clinical trials in our country. Research financed by the Medical Research Agency is a chance for Polish patients to have access to the latest technologies, as well as an opportunity for Polish scientists to participate in global research. The key task of the agency is also analytic activity in the field of assessment of the decisions made and their impact on the costs of the healthcare system. The developed analysis will allow for the presentation of specific solutions, thanks to which the healthcare system will be able to function in a more efficient way. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a presentation of Medical Research Agency.
Medical Research Agency is a state agency responsible for research in the field of medical and health sciences. It was created to thoroughly change the clinical research ecosystem in Poland. The agency provides financial, legislative, and organizational support to Polish research institutions for developing new medicines and innovative therapies. Before MRA had been founded, the clinical research market in Poland was worth about 2 billion zloty, and non-commercial clinical research accounted for only 2% of this market. It is estimated that thanks to the agency's activities in the coming years, this market will grow to 8 billion zloty, and the percentage share of non-commercial clinical trials will reach the European level of over 15%. To achieve this goal, MRA launched one of the first public donation programs in Central and Eastern Europe for non-commercial clinical trials, which yielded growth of several 100% in this market sector. The Medical Research Agency marks the beginning of a new era for biotechnology in Poland. This is especially true for oncology, cardiology, rare diseases, or neurological diseases. In the last year, our activities were primarily focused on a paradigm shift in non-commercial clinical trials in Poland. The goal of non-commercial clinical trials is different from commercial trials. They're primarily intended at optimizing healthcare and introducing new therapies under conditions that commercial companies do not consider economically viable. This will translate into new treatment options in oncology, cardiology, and pediatrics alike. This will result in completely original, new medical knowledge that will be directly applicable in everyday clinical practice. The Medical Research Agency also aims to remove organizational barriers to the development of clinical research in Poland. Therefore, in 2020, launched a grant worth 100 million Polish zloty to establish a network of clinical research support centers. The role of these entities is to help ensure high standards and high quality of clinical research, with particular emphasis on patient comfort. We want the clinical research support centers to be not only an aid to researchers, not only a bridge to new therapies for patients, but also to make a significant contribution to hospital budgets. We estimate that the clinical research support centers may add several dozen million zloty to the hospital budget. This would not only provide patients with access to modern treatment, but also show the enormous economic potential in clinical research. Thanks to MRA activities, the Polish clinical research market became much stronger, not only in financial terms, but also in terms of competences and organization, which boosts its competitiveness in the area of new therapeutic methods and modern medical technologies. Poland is gradually becoming an important player in the European biotechnology sector. In 2019, we joined the European Clinical Research Infrastructure Network, ECRIN. It's a network organized by the European Commission, due to which we can run non-commercial clinical trials primarily on the international market. This is particularly important for rare diseases, pediatric cancers, and hematological diseases. Poland is invited to make use of these innovative therapies for our patients. Cooperation with AMG Anderson Medical Center, the world's leading oncology center, shows that we aim at the highest standards. MRA beneficiaries mostly include Polish patients who gain access to modern medical therapies and technologies. The role of the agency is to meet the needs of all clinical trial participants, with patients always staying in the center of attention. This is where it starts. It's one of the most dynamic young institutions, which, with subsequent competitions, improves the conditions in which researchers can spread their wings. MRA organizes the Polish market for clinical research, making it attractive for investors and at the same time safe and accessible to patients. For the first time ever, we have a chance to respond to global trends in biotechnology. I'm convinced that innovative research of a quality worthy of Nobel Prize winners is within our reach. Medical Research Agency. Through research to health.